base metal contracts on the London Metal Exchange are marginally higher this morning, with the prospect actually of more economic stimulus and also supportive fiscal measures in the United States, which are actually boding well for the equity markets and also for the base metal futures. The S&P 500 index has closed yesterday at another record high of 4,079 points on a few trades after the US President Joe Biden advertised his $2.25 trillion infrastructure plan in a White House speech yesterday. Also, the minutes from the latest Federal Reserve meeting have also showed that the US Central Bank plans to keep its assets purchase program unchanged, while the lending rate will also stay at near zero levels until at least 2023, which is of course supporting then the equity market. Nickel is especially continuing to reach its highest level in a month, while most of the other prices are also going up. Nickel reached intraday high of $16,800 earlier this morning, which is the highest price since March 4, where it reached a high level of 17,485. If we have a look at the copper price, copper is struggling to hold the level of $9,000 a ton. It is right now slightly above at 8,986, the 3 months price. That is more than 0.5% up. The copper inventories on the LME are continuing to rise. Anyhow, it shows a weaker uptake of the metal than previously expected. There was an inflow of about 7,875 tons of copper, which is split between the warehouses in Rotterdam and Trieste in Italy today. The total stock levels of copper are right now at 157,075 tons globally, which is the highest since last November. And this is a growth of 9% since the start of April. The same takes place actually on the copper inventories of the Shanghai Futures Exchange. There is also a rise of almost 5% in the week to April 2. And there is a total of 197,628 tons there. So definitely rising inventories on the copper side. The sentiment is also being hampered by the signs that the Chinese government is looking to quell asset bubbles. The Bank of China has asked its major lenders to curtail loan growth for the rest of the year. And this is following a surge in credit in the first 2 months of the year, according to commodity strategist of ANZ. So this fueled further concerns of weaker demand in China, with copper struggling to break higher in recent weeks amid concerns over reduced stimulus measures in China are definitely a major concern on the LME as well. If we look at the aluminium price, it is right now at $2,275 a ton. That is a plus of almost 0.75%. Aluminium, that is the highest it has been this week, this level. Having a look at zinc, zinc is also doing quite well, recovering to $2,855 a ton. As I said, nickel is at 16,800. That is a 1% plus compared to yesterday. Lead is also trading at $1,995. That is a plus of 0.6% on the 3 months price. And tin is almost unchanged at $25,800. Having a small look at the currency market, we can see that the US dollar index was at 92.30 this morning at 9 a.m. So decreasing from 91.61 at the same time on Tuesday. That is definitely also supporting the LME prices, as we know, as most of the metals are being financed in the US dollar. Having a look at the euro against the dollar, we are right now at 118.70, so it's quite unchanged compared to yesterday. Still trying to reach again the level of 119. Regarding the economic data, a brief look at the calendar. We have the initial jobless claims in the US coming out today. The Federal Reserve Chairman Powell will also have a speech later on this afternoon, and there will be also a 10-year bond auctions in Spain, France, and the United Kingdom.